Hello, beautiful souls and loved ones. I hope you all are well and that you're glowing and flowing wherever you are in the world. I am back, really wanting to stick to getting this channel going this time around. Man, I always feel like I'm like, oh, it's been a minute, because myself be disappearing, life be lifing, and child, I just be trying to stay afloat with my own soul's journey. So yeah, it's been a minute. But my intentions are to really get this channel going. And I have some really cool and fun ideas, and people have given me feedback on what they want to see as well, and so I am going to make that happen. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to make that happen. So I have some of my lovely tea here. Gotta have the tea. This one is red raspberry, lemon balm, nettle, and peppermint. I feel like that's like my go-to when I'm like just wanting to feel grounded. The peppermint gives me a little bit like a invigorating feel, and lemon balm like helps me calm my mind down, you know, 'cause it's got that Virgo energy, so very mental, and need to tone it down, especially when I'm doing videos, because I be going off on little tangents and stuff. But yeah, and the red raspberry is for, of course, nourishing the womb. So tea, cheers. So this video, I am wanting to draw more people into my channel, women in particular, who are literally wanting to embody their freedom, who are literally ready to be in their authenticity and embrace their unique individuality. But there's fear there, and fear can show up in many different ways and has many different extensions and ways that it shows up in our lives, but it's blocking you from living in your fullest expression. I love vibing with these people, and of course I attract these people and women into my life because it is a reflection of me and my journey and my story. So I love to be a mirror for others who have struggled. It's like your deepest pain point with identity and with just fully living in your truth and expressing yourself. And it's an ongoing journey, because it's an ongoing journey for me. Fear is one of the topics and themes that I love to talk about. So it's about to get real sexy on this channel. Fear can be very crippling and hold us back from so much, and I've been such a witness to how this plays out in my life. So I really want to connect with more people who are out here supposed to be doing beautiful things in the world, and but the fear is holding them back, literally, especially from our freedom as women, and more specifically as Black women. So if that's you, subscribe to my channel and let's grow together. The first time that I was fully aware that I was holding myself back and not being in my authentic truth due to fear was actually through choosing to have my son at home. I was 18 when I had my son. Actually, I was pregnant at 18 and birthed him when I was 19. So 18, 19. And due to what my experience of working in like medical fields and watching Birth Story on TLC, if that's the right channel it was on, but and just collecting a lot of information and data about how women were treated in the medical system, I knew that I wanted to have my son at home. And I knew, so to backtrack a little, I knew from a very young age that I was going to be an obstetrician and pediatrician. I was obsessed with babies, obsessed with pregnant bellies. Like, you could always catch me holding somebody's baby. I was just fascinated about the life in the womb and growth and how we develop as humans and all of that in our bodies, like super obsessed with all of that. And so fast forwarding to high school, I was able to do clinicals in obstetric clinics. There were so many opportunities that added to my trajectory of going to medical school. I was exposed to a lot of what was happening in the medical field. And then there's also an added layer of me and my mother also navigating the medical system a lot too growing up. So I have that background information as well. But it played into me realizing like that I didn't want to have my baby in a hospital. At the same time, I also had a grandmother, a bonus grandmother, who is a midwife, a lay midwife. And so she was always in my ear about alternative healing, alternative medicine, of course, midwifery and all of that. So it literally was like a no-brainer for me to have my son at home. Like, that's what I wanted to do. And there was just these deep beliefs that I had as well about wanting to be free, literally wanting to be free, wanting to be just in my wildness. I didn't have the terminology to describe it back then, of course, because I was young, but I just knew that I wanted to be real, what's the word that I'm looking for? Real, just connected to the earth, real earthy, real, and I guess that's just my earth energy coming through. But yeah, I really just wanted to do things the natural way. My soul was drawn to more ancient, that's the word, ancient ways of being. But at the same time, I had this other story playing in the background that I needed to go to medical school. I needed to do things this certain way because that is how society is. That's how society acknowledges you. That's how family will recognize you, how you'll be respected and whatnot. So there was just this kind of battle going on within me. But I knew that to honor myself, I needed to trust myself and needed to do what my soul was needing. And that's essentially what I did. And I chose to birth my son at home into the hands of my grandmother. I think that was the start of me realizing that I had different beliefs and values than what I grew up with. Like, that was like the the start of it all. And it really became apparent when I decided to not go to the medical route and do the obstetrician path, and decided to go to midwifery school instead and become a midwife. And then I really, like, in my time of being in midwifery school, I really learned a lot about how, I really noticed that literally my whole throat chakra was blocked. And there's so many things that play into that, but I'm not going to get into it in this video. But one thing is for sure is I was very aware that I was holding myself back and, like, not truly expressing what I wanted to say in regards to what I believed about birth and what I believed about, you know, just my beliefs around it all, to sum it up. So that experience was the awakening to my own self-limitation and how fear manifested in my life. And then, of course, as the years go on, there was so much more that I discovered that I was holding myself back from. But that was literally the initial key. But it's so symbolic and so deep because birth is literally the foundation of life, right? Pregnancy and birth is the foundation of life. And then giving birth at home, I think of it in a more deeper, from a deeper lens. And that fear around there was kind of like symbolic of the fear of literally being myself. And me giving birth at home was like my past self giving birth to my future self, what I am doing, the steps that I've taken now, like that was literally the activation into going within my own home, this physical body, within myself, to rebirth myself so that I can be my fullest expression. I don't know if that just made sense, but in my mind, like, it made sense. But hopefully y'all get what I'm saying. But being in oh gosh, one second. There'll probably be a future video of me articulating that better. Okay, because here's the thing. For women, especially women who are about to create life and carry life and birth life from their body, that's the start of your literally of reclaiming our power, our identity, our autonomy, our freedom. You know, like, that is the start of everything, the foundation of everything. And so if you're called to birth at home, it's definitely for a reason. It's our soul's calling to help us with our empowerment, with our voice, with being in our, going against the narrative that was actually rewritten because the original narrative was we've been doing this shit for eons and ages on our own, birthing our babies on our own, birthing our babies at home, birthing our babies in the wild, you know, in nature. So if you're called to bring in a soul into the world in that way, then it is definitely for a reason. And that fear is there to help us really get more in tune with our power, period. And so I have this journey that I am taking women on in order to really befriend that fear, really reclaim their power, really birth their baby on their own terms, and experience what I experienced, you know, and how it has helped me really ultimately take on and embrace my fear, my pains and wounds. It's so deep, it's a lot, but if that sounds like you, hit me up. Yeah, because it's really time to embrace our true identities, our authenticity, our individuality, our sensuality, our femininity, just all of the things. Like, I mean, it's been time, but I think that those who are still hiding out there and still needing some extra support to do that, like, that's what my channel is for. And I'm weaving birth into all of this as well. Yeah, so hopefully this video made sense. I don't even know, because I didn't plan this content. I just pressed play and started talking. I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing, but it's all good. We're gonna get it done. So following this video, I'm gonna be intentional about posting on this channel. Y'all help me out, get people to come to this channel, especially those people that I called out, and like this video, subscribe to this channel if you have not already. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Sending y'all love. Until next time.